Sergeant White agreed to come and talk to us about personal safety, about scams and frauds and things like that. And I was so grateful that he could come. And he was so generous and happy about coming, so that was awesome.
He's always happy.
But anyway, this is the first time I've ever met you.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice to meet you.
Well, nice meeting you, Miss Prudy.
And I don't know a whole lot of your background, but I do know that you do go to different places.
Yeah.
Show this, right?
Mm-hmm. I'll tell everyone about it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Miss Trudy. Hey, can we give Miss Trudy a great big round? Thank you. Hey, I'm Sgt Glenwood White. I've been with the Knox County Sheriff's Office now 30 years.
All right.
Okay. It's time for a promotion. Please help. All right. Hey, I'm the supervisor of the Special Services Division for the Knox County Sheriff's Office. Okay. What we do there is we do events like this. We go in the community and we talk to them about safety and neighborhood watch programs, okay? And then we have some officers who are DARE officers that go out into school and talk about drug abuse resistance education and how to avoid violence. And so that's what we do for the Sheriff's Office. And I have this real special unit that I will tell you about at the end of the program, but it's called SCAN, Senior Citizens Awareness Network. Okay. They're beautiful people. They're volunteers, okay? And I'll tell you more about them at the end of the program. All right? That's sweet. All right, hey, if I bore you, just let me know, okay? All right? Here we go. We're going to start, okay? Safety for mature adults. Is that all right?
Yes.
All right. Someone said that's better than safety for old people. All right. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's begin. Let's talk about protecting yourselves against fraud, okay?
Yes. Right.
Oh boy, here we go, look. Okay, why are seniors vulnerable? Why are seniors vulnerable? Any idea? Trusting.
Some
How
are
about
confused.
elderly?
Yeah.
Lonely, oh boy, I've got one of those in the SCAN program.
Unaware of what, unaware of.
But that
What's going on out there?
Yes. Okay, we're going to cover some things. Older adults are more likely than younger adults to own a home. You agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. They tend to be trusting and charitable to strangers.
Yes.
Okay. They're less likely to report a fraud.
Yes.
Oh, I've got a lot of those in SCAN recipients. I'll tell you more about them at the end. Okay. Criminals assume elders who do report a crime will be unable to remember the details. That's what the bad guy and the bad girl's thinking, okay? That you won't be able to remember those details. Okay? Hey, and they're more likely to live alone. And they may be overly dependent on a caregiver who takes advantage of them. In the SCAN programs, some of the SCAN recipients, the elderly caregivers, they take advantage of us. That's when I have to get involved, and then I have to get the Adult Protective Services involved. Okay? All right. I wish that was larger, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's talk about the types of fraud. We have telemarketing fraud. Does everyone know what that is?
Oh, yes.
All right. How about mail fraud? Does everyone know what that is? Great. Internet fraud. Okay. Identity fraud. Most definitely. And then there's medical fraud. That has gone down some. Okay. That has gone down some. So I don't see many young people or elderly people experience medical fraud.
What is it?
Okay, that's when someone tries to use your information to get medication. Different types of medication, and they'll use your number and all that. So yeah, it's being taken care of. There's not many cases of it.
Good.
When I say number, I'm talking about Social Security number, okay? Yeah. Sorry. All right. So does that answer your question? All right. Hey, let's talk about some of these scams. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. The first one, advanced fee schemes rather.
What's that?
All right, well, you pay first. You send us the money first, and then we'll send you the information or the product. Okay? All right. Okay, charity fraud. Hey, this charity needs help. Can you send some money here? And then I'm going to tell you how we can take care of that. Inheritance fraud. Then we have sweetheart scams. Listen now, y'all, I know it's funny, but guess what? I've got one of them in the program. We cannot seem to get that person to stop. We've done everything. However, the credit unions and the banks have gotten involved where they see people taking out large sums of money, they're investigating, and they will not allow it until someone else is notified, including law enforcement. Okay, so that's something new we're working on. All right, work from home scams. Okay, foreclosure rescue scams. Okay, let's talk about reporting. Okay, reporting fraud. What you need to do is keep a record, such as the date of the incident, the name of the fraudster and organization, the number of times you've been contacted, details of each transaction or contact, and the methods of contact that they used on you, okay? And then if someone comes to your door, a physical description if contacted in person. Okay? All right, so remember, that's how you would report a fraud. Now you need to notify the authorities, of course, your local law enforcement agency, us, let us know what has happened to you, okay? Your state attorney general's office, consumer reporting agencies, fraud department at banks and financial institutions, okay? The Federal Trade Commission also. Okay? The consumer, yes?
So if we're going to let the law enforcement agency know, and then your state what?
Let's back it up here. Here it is, your state attorney general.
How do you do that?
You'd have to go downtown, of course.
Google it.
And yeah, and yes, and Google it, and they'll show you the procedures also. Google it. Yeah. Mainly what people do is they report, first and foremost, they stop the account. Okay? Then you call those agencies that you had the accounts with.
Okay.
Then you call us to get a report. Okay? So it's very rare if someone goes that high up the state attorney general's office.
Okay.
I've never heard of that being done, but it's up there. Okay, it's up there. Okay. All right. Here's the consumer reporting agencies. You have Equifax.com, there's the number. Okay. You have Experian.com, there's the number, and I think I got those numbers in this brochure I'm going to give you. Okay. And TransUnion.com, and there's their number. Okay. Protecting yourself in banking and investing. How many people here are involved in investments? Okay. Well, let's talk about them, shall we? Okay, protecting yourself in investing. According to the National Consumers League National Fraud Information Center, nearly 1/3 of all telemarketing fraud victims are age 60 or older. Would you agree with that? Okay. Hey, be skeptical about any proposal that sounds too good to be true or has to be kept a secret. Or offered one time only. Don't rush into anything. Check it out with family, friends, lawyers, Better Business Bureau, and your state or county consumer affairs department. Okay. Be especially wary of free gifts that require you to pay shipping and handling fees, redemption fees, or gift taxes before delivery. Oh no. Okay. Be wary of high profit, no risk investments. Would you agree with that?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, okay. Listen to this. Never give your credit card, phone card, social security number, or bank account numbers to anyone over the phone. It is illegal for telemarketers to ask for these numbers to verify a gift or a prize, but they do. Okay, do we know who they are? No, we don't. We don't know who that person is on the other end of that phone. Okay.
And your bank or the Social Security office won't ask you. They won't even ask you.
They won't. Yep, they won't even do that. No. Do not rush into anything. Excuse me. Do not rush into signing anything, an insurance policy, a sales agreement, or a contract of any kind. Read it carefully and have someone you trust check it. If it is a sound venture, excuse me, it will be available tomorrow. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
If it's a sound venture, it'll be available tomorrow. Okay, all right. Hey, be wary of individuals claiming to represent companies, consumer agencies, or government agencies that offer to recover lost money from fraudulent telemarketers for a fee.
Oh, wow.
What I could recommend, those agencies are LifeLock, and there's some other agencies. They're reputable agencies that will help. Okay. All right. Remember, legitimate investment firms rarely, if ever, operate by telephone and always provide written information and time to think over an investment before they have you to sign anything or tell you about anything. They would tell you, hey, think about it first. If someone requires an answer immediately without sufficient time to consider, the answer is no.
I can't hear you.
No, you can't hear us. One more time. No. All right. All right. All right. Let's talk about protecting ourselves at home. Okay. The 3 Ds of protection. You have deterrence. You want to make your home. You want to make your home visible to outside public. Okay. Yeah. At night, you want to make it seem that, hey, you're there, okay, even though if you're away, okay, and we simply do this by lighting, okay, by lighting. Hey, delay. Should a person attempt to get inside your home, you want to have that alarm system. You want them to be delayed in trying to get into your home, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't want no easy access. No easy access. And detection, of course, if you have a motion sensor, that's even better. That's even better. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, ladies, okay? I'm sorry.
There's one gentleman.
All right, thank you. Thank you. It's not the 1960s anymore, and we don't live in Mayberry. Do you agree? So please, when you're at home, hey, think twice about leaving that garage door open. Please think twice, okay? Again, that applies. It's not 1960s anymore where you can leave your doors unlocked and like that. Okay. All right, keep your doors and windows locked. Install an alarm system with one or more panic buttons. Alarm panic buttons, that is. Strategically located throughout your residence. Install an alarm system that provides emergency monitoring for burglary, fire, and medical emergencies. Okay? Anytime a person knocks on your door, you should immediately become alert.
Yes.
I remember years ago we were saying, when someone knocks on your door, don't answer it.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And guess what? Can't do that anymore. Does anybody know why?
But then they think you're not home.
Yeah, they're absolute. Man, give me 5, girl. They think you're not home and they just gonna try to go in, man. So if you, hey look, if they come up to your door and they knock on your door, you let them know you're in there. Don't open the door. Just say, hey, may I help you? Or who is it?
Right.
That lets them know that
What do
you're
you
there.
want?
Yeah, what do you want? What do you want?
That's a better way. That's a
I was just thinking, I hope it's not a little. I was hoping it wasn't a little Girl Scout and her mom. Selling Girl Scout cookies. She said, what do you want?
I know what
Yeah.
She had a great answer. Tell him.
What, ma'am?
Tell him. I said, I have COVID.
Oh! All right. Hey, never open your door to a stranger, but always acknowledge their presence. Have a way to see who the person is, a window or a peephole. A one-way peephole is inexpensive and easily to be installed. If a stranger is legitimately at your door, he or she will not object to being cautious. With the door closed, establish the caller's identity and the reason for the visit. Tell them you are not interested and ask them to leave. If he or she will not leave, quickly get to the telephone and dial 911, okay? Hey, now, I gotta say this. In some cases, if you look outside your door and your people and you see that the person is bleeding, okay, this is what we recommend you do. Dial 911 for them, okay?
Right.
Still don't open the door, but just dial it for them.
Right, right.
Now you don't know if it's a prank or not.
Right.
Yeah, so you just dial 911 for them and tell them, hey, the ambulance or the police are on their way, okay? All right.
Let me see how fast they get out of there.
Yeah, see how, yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible out there these days. Okay, if you did not schedule the person to come to your house, telephone the caller's business office using a phone number you personally acquired, not one that they gave you for confirmation. Okay, that's in case they're selling anything you're interested in. Yes. All right. Well, we're still talking about being at home. Hey, vary your routine, your daily routine, okay? You know, you take the trash out, take it out in the morning sometimes take it out in the evening, okay? All right. Notify a trusted neighbor when going away on a trip. Would you agree with that, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. When away from home, arrange for someone to get your mail and newspaper and to mow the lawn. Or, if you're going to be gone for an extended period of time, contact the Postal Service to hold or redirect your mail. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Hey, be wary of unsolicited officers to make repairs to your home. Deal only with reputable businesses. Again, with some of the recipients that we deal with in SCAN, I've had one that I know of, to get ripped off. And just so happened, Don Dare got involved in the situation.
Oh, wow.
And it was fixed. It was fixed. Yeah. Okay. But that's not all the time. Okay. Okay. Hey, get to know your neighbors and keep their phone numbers handy for emergencies. Okay. Consider organizing a neighborhood watch and work out a buddy system with a friend to check on each other daily. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Oh, me too, me too. All right. Still talking about protecting yourself at home. Establish an inventory of your valuables with serial and model numbers. Take photographs of antiques, unique furniture and jewelry. Keep copies in a safe place. Video each room of your house. Often you don't notice something is missing. Store the video in a safe place. This is also beneficial in the event of fire for insurance purposes. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Let's go up here. Don't hesitate to report crime or suspicious activities. Okay. Instead of dialing 911, you can dial the non-emergency number. It's 215-2444 and let them know, hey, there's someone going around in our neighborhood knocking on people's doors trying to sell something. Can you send a patrolman over here to check them out? And we'll gladly do that. Or identify, yeah?
What's the number again?
Oh, the non-emergency number is 865-215-2444. That's if you live inside the county. And for the city, it is 865-215-7000 for KPD. Okay. Let's see, it says, evidence indicates that many people who've been victimized are too embarrassed to report the incident to the authorities. For your own well-being and help to prevent others from becoming a victim like you, immediately report the circumstances to your local law enforcement agency. And that's happening. There's a lot of people calling in about certain things that are taking place in their neighborhood or subdivision. And we how we handle that is we put more patrol officers in that subdivision, just to ride through, okay? Just to ride through. Okay. Let's see. Again, protecting yourself at home. Don't hide your keys in mailboxes or planters or under doormats. Instead, leave an extra set of keys with a trusted neighbor or friend when you're away from home for a period of time, okay? Install deadbolt locks on all your doors. Keep your home well lit at night, inside and out. If a stranger asks to use your telephone, offer to call 911 for him or her, or tell them you can't help them. Which we just discussed that, right? Okay. Never let a stranger into your what? Oh, I can't hear you. All right. Yes, ma'am.
On the deadbolts, they were saying that unless you put those long screws in, people can kick your door in. So you're supposed to get those longer screws so that it won't.
Okay. The question is concerning screws and the deadbolt doors. Yeah. Should you decide to put a deadbolt on your door, tell the representative at Lowe's or Home Depot that, hey, I need longer screws, okay?
That goes into the door frame.
That goes into,
Because the deadbolt stays in the wall, but they can kick it.
Yeah, now you know what they're doing. They're taking, bam, 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 you know. But if you see someone do that, call us immediately. That's when you dial 911, okay? That's when you dial 911. Don't dial that non-emergency number. Oh, I thought my buddy had his hand up. You got your hand up, buddy?
What if they lie at the door? What if they lie at the door?
What if they run out the door?
Lie at the door.
Oh, what if they lie at the door? Definitely call us. 911, okay? What if that mean person's lying at the door? Dial 911 and let us know. Make sure you tell us that they're lying at my door and they won't leave. Okay? That way we know to take it serious and be there in a heartbeat. Okay? All right, let's see. I'm halfway through. How are we doing so far? Anybody sleepy? All right, okay, I'm almost through. We're halfway through. On the telephone, you control conversations with the information flow. You do not know the caller. Do not ever give any personal information because you don't know that person. Okay? Should the caller ask, who is this? You should respond, who are you calling? Would you agree? Or to whom do you wish to speak to? Make the caller identify whom he or she is calling.
Yeah.
If you do not receive an appropriate response, we're going to do what?
Hang up.
Hang up. And on these calls that we get, these robocalls and stuff, the only way we can fight this, don't answer.
Right.
That's the only way we can fight it. This
Could be something important.
could be something important. Yeah, that's what they say. I mean, you know, don't. Oh, boy. Never hesitate to hang up on a caller, okay? Never. All right, let's see. Again, protecting yourself at home. Do not allow yourself to be drawn into conversations with a strange caller, such as a census, survey takers, or business promotion salespersons, where you will be asked to reveal your name, address, marital status, personal history, information, etc. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just hang up. Okay. A legitimate caller will respect your position and agree to an alternative approach. Ask the caller for the name of the business and the telephone number so that you can return the call. Then check the number to ensure that it corresponds to the caller's information. You agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We all driving here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Let's talk about us and our vehicles. All right. Always carry a what?
Cell phone.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Always keep your doors locked, whether you're in or out of your car. Keep your gas tank full and your engine properly maintained to avoid breakdowns, especially because of the weather now. Terrible, right? So we don't want to be stuck. Okay. At stop signs and traffic lights, keep the car in gear and leave adequate space between you and the car in front of you so you can pull out if necessary. if you're somewhere, and it could be anywhere. If you're somewhere and you're at a traffic light and you see a group of people coming your way or something and you feel scared and the traffic light is red,
Go.
yes, you just look, make sure it's safe first, and you go. Okay? Yeah, hey, I would do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would do it. All right? Okay.
Is the judge gonna believe that when you go before him for running a red light? I just thought I'd ask.
That's a good question. Will the judge use that excuse? I don't know. You'd have to plead your case mighty well, okay? But I know what I would do.
What'd you say your badge number was?
Yeah, what was my badge number? Okay. 007. Bond is my last name. All right, let's see here. Okay, of course, travel well lit and busy streets. Okay, plan your route. Avoid known high crime areas. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. When you're in those high crime areas, be careful. Okay. Ladies, don't leave your purse on the seat beside you. Put it on the floor where it is more difficult for someone to grab it. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Keep packages out of sight. In the trunk, if possible, a thief is looking for an easy opportunity. When returning to your car, visually check the front and back seat before entering. Okay. All right. And have your keys when you approach your car. Have your keys. And yeah. I'm gonna just pass this on to you. Of course, you know we have these key fobs, right? Okay, you can use your key fob. But then when you get an opportunity, and you're probably by yourself, and you walk into your car, and maybe in the evening, take your car keys, something like this, and just put it between your fingers like this. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you why to do this. Just a minute. Just something like this. Just put them like that, okay?
Make a fist.
Put them like that, okay? Yeah, just put them like that.
Okay.
All right. Now, the reason why I say do this, because a few years ago at West End Mall, they was having problems with people hiding underneath cars. Okay? So if something like that should happen to you and startle you, hey, you see this? Bam! I'm telling you, yeah, bam! You use all your strength you got, and you put these keys right in that person's face.
I'll tell you what, when you're afraid, adrenaline.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I say that. That's why I say that. You know, especially around Christmas. Oh, man. Christmas is something. Okay. Now remember my name and my badge number. Bond 007. Okay? All right. Let's see here. Protect yourself in your car. Go shopping with a family member or a friend when possible, and park near an entrance. Follow your instincts. If you get a bad feeling about someone while walking to your car, don't ignore that feeling. Return to the store and find someone to escort you to your car. Would you agree with that? Yeah. Okay. Pay close attention to any person sitting in a car or parked van near your car. Okay. If you feel uneasy, enter your car the opposite side, or return to the store for an escort. Would you do that for me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. How many black belts do we have in here? All right, ma'am. All right. We're going to talk about protecting ourselves, okay, ma'am? You don't even have to pay attention to this. You can go to sleep on this one, okay? All right.
He's got his hand up.
Yes, sir.
I'm a senior orange.
Huh?
He's a senior orange belt.
Oh, give me 10, man. 10. All right. Great. All right, this is the last portion of our talk here, so here we go. So you can go to sleep on this one. Okay. Self-defense for seniors is rooted in the common sense approach. We know what we're talking about? The common sense approach. Physical defense is not practical for most older people, I'm sorry. Realize that age diminishes your physical capabilities, even though your mind may not have caught up to your body just yet. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Ladies, don't fight with a purse stranger. Okay? Let go of the purse. Your safety and your life is more important.
Right. Unless it's your purse.
And why are we all here together? Let me tell you something.
I said,
Her purse. Unless it was her purse, she could knock them out.
Oh, okay. Go bricks, go bricks.
in there, that's right.
Pick up your purse.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you got in there waiting.
Yeah, Elizabeth throw it at him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, throw it at him. There you go. Fantastic. That's great. Oh, yes.
You're great,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay. All right. Let me get back up here so you can see it better. Okay. When walking, walk confidently. Never walk alone if at all possible. Remember, the predators are looking for an easy target. Don't allow yourself to become one.
okay.
Hey,
Yes.
ladies, when we go into the parking lot of the department store, don't go like this. Why? Why shouldn't you go like this?
Because you can't see what's around
You can't see what's around you, and where is your mind?
Yeah.
Where is the bad guy? Right behind you, waiting to jump you. So no. Walk. Hey, walk confidently. Head up.
Yeah.
Okay. Chest out.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Remember Bond -007. All right, and what about weapons?
Yeah, weapons.
If we have a weapon,
Absolutely.
do me a favor. Practice. Go to the range. Use it sometime. Or if you live in the county, you use it in the backyard. If you live in the city, don't use it in there.
Right.
City. Okay. All right. So you can carry a weapon. Okay. Hey, there's a law where you can have a weapon inside your vehicle without your permit. Okay. The reason? Can anybody tell me why is that?
Castle doctrine?
Oh, your weapon inside your vehicle.
Castle doctrine?
And now, that's if you don't have a permit. Now listen, the reason is carjackings. A few years ago, carjackings were so high, we had to learn how to cope with dealing with that situation.
Yeah.
So, but that weapon cannot come with that vehicle. Okay? It's only there to protect you in that vehicle at the time.
Talk louder.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That weapon can't come out your vehicle. It's only there to protect you at that time. Now, you go get your permit, you are covered.
Right.
Okay, so go get your permit. Go get your permit. Let's see.
And then if you're afraid to use it, don't. You can't be afraid to use a weapon.
Yeah.
Can I suggest something too? I probably am maybe one of the only ones in here with a few guns, but you should have a lockbox in the car too. If you're gonna leave the weapon in the car and not take it into Walmart,
Yes,
you
yeah.
need to have
Well,
it
yes,
locked. Otherwise,
yes.
it's gonna get stolen.
Yes, or better yet, take it inside with you. Inside
If
your
you don't
home.
have a permit.
Yeah.
Well, no, I meant like Walmart or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Especially Walmart, no.
Especially, yeah. I'm trying to okay, well, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to pass this around, okay? Hey, pepper spray and stun gun.
All right.
You can use it.
I can.
You can use this. Less than $30, okay? Dick's Sporting Goods, Target, Academy Sports, okay? Right here, pepper spray with an alarm keychain.
Ooh, that was.
I'm gonna pass this around so you all look at it, okay? I'm not advertising, okay? I'm just showing, okay? Let's see.
Stun gun.
Yeah, it's a stun gun. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Please stay safe. And what are some of the questions you may have?
Could you mention about, we were talking about when you're walking through the parking lot or whatever. I see this all the time is people carrying their pocketbook, their handbag, you know, especially if it's got a handle like this. There
Yeah.
are so many of the mature women that will just be carrying it like that. And it's just so easy to grab it and run with. And you need to have a strap or something and hang on to it while you're walking.
Thank you, ma'am.
Two eyes behind you.
Oh, two eyes behind you. That is great. Yep. There you go. So I'm passing those around, and look, ladies, you know, those don't cost much, and anything these days will help you. Yeah. The question is, can you get a stun gun by itself without pepper spray? Yes, you can. Hey, y'all. And guess what? We have to think of safety, so we don't go below we don't go below certain areas, but you all can go anywhere you want. All right, you have to do what you have to do to stay alive, am I right? I ain't gonna kid you. Okay.
And pepper spray works in all areas.
Just the face. Does pepper spray work in all areas? Just the face. But pepper spray, it's got a long distance and it's effective, okay? It's effective. I'm going to pass these 10 things you can do to avoid fraud. I'm going to pass this around so that everybody gets some.
You're going to talk about scan. Right?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about scan, I promise. Thank you for reminding me. And I got my business card here, okay? On the business card, it states Senior Citizens Awareness Network. You just give me a call anytime, man. I'm going to let you take one and pass it around, okay? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior population is growing. Knox County is growing, am I right?
Yeah.
Hardin Valley, Farragut, traffic, okay? All right. Hey, we've got some seniors there. A lot of seniors who live alone.
Yes.
Okay, so back in 1997, the month of December, the sheriff of that time frame came up with an idea. How can we help the senior population? He gathered together some volunteers. These volunteers go out in the community and they check on the seniors.
That's nice.
So he thought about this. Hey, to help deter crime in that senior's community, let's put them in a uniform and drive a patrol car. So that's what we do. Do they carry guns? No. Do they carry pepper spray?
Yes.
Yes. We're back. Yeah, I trained with pepper spray. We trained about a couple years ago, then we stopped. Okay? But no special reason. We just stopped. But yes. Okay. Now you ask, hey, Sergeant White, how can civilians drive a patrol car and not have any weapons to protect them? The answer is simple. They see something, they are to back away.
Yeah.
Back away as far as they can and get on this radio and call it in. Okay? So that's what they do. I've got 58 of them right now. I did have 85 at one time. This is when I first came aboard. I was thinking about how can I get this program started. The sheriff back then said, he said, Sergeant, I want you to get this program going. Okay. So when I took it over about 10 years ago, we were on the radio, we were on the news, we were in the newspapers, and that's how we grew to 80, man, 80. All I asked that to give us 2 days per month. It was fantastic. I had all the areas of Knox County covered.
Wow.
And then a few years ago, COVID came. Took some of them away. Okay, so now I'm down to 54. And we're struggling right now. But guess what? We're going to make it. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. Like I said, 2 days per month. I and some other officers will train you. Okay? The training consists of how to recognize bloodborne pathogens, how to communicate with the elderly, okay? We'll talk about driving since you'll be in that marked patrol car, okay? And then we'll have a great big graduation ceremony. I'm going to start training in toward the middle of October for 2 weeks. in the evening. It's from 6 till 9 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday of one week. Monday and Tuesday and Thursday of the next week. Okay? We train at 1000 North Central at the old Sears building, down in the basement. We cover everything. How to use the radio. We also go on a tour of the 911 center. And so, hey, if you would like to get back to the community, or if you have some free time to give, come and join us. Now, we don't just take you in and you say, hey, I want to do that. That sounds good. Show it to us first. We take you on a ride along, see if you like what you see out there, because some people think, you know, it's hunky-dory, but when you get out there and see some of those homes.
Yeah.
So, did I make it clear? Would you consider a ride along?
Yeah.
You got my number, just call me. We go out 6 days a week. The day starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. The volunteers come in and they sign out their equipment, such as their radio and their patrol car, and they start knocking on doors around 9. They're back in the office around 3. They usually go and see about 6 to 8 recipients. I tell them, don't stay all day because you got many to see. You know, 20, 25 minutes max would be appropriate, wouldn't you think? And we cover the whole county.
And what are you going to see? The elderly?
Yeah, they go see the elderly.
You just go out there and bother.
Just go out there just to visit. And guess what? So many of them don't have no one to talk to.
Yeah.
The majority are widows. The majority. I think we've guess what? The number has grown so much. We used to be at 120, but now we're almost at 140 recipients that they go see.
Wow.
Guess how many are married?
Yeah.
Out of 140. The rest of them live alone. Some of the houses, are they clean?
Nope.
Some are, some aren't. If you're a volunteer and you have a problem with a dirty home, well, at the interview I'll ask you and then you'll tell me why, and some other people. But what we do is, if you feel like you can't go in that person's home, don't go. Let the other volunteer. We don't recommend it, but let the other volunteer go knock on the door and talk to them. Then you can see them face to face. Always travel in teams. Teams of 2. Do we have married couples? We've got married couples. It's a great program. Yeah, it's a great program. So, you know, if you need something to do, you want to give back to the community, think about me. You got my card.
Yes.
Call me and I'll set you up with a ride-along and see if you'd like to do something like that. Okay? Please take this serious. I know we laugh and joke, but remember, these phone scams, we got to get a hold of them. Only way we get a hold of them is not answer that phone.
Right.
And same thing with the computer. When those pop-ups, don't. AI, artificial intelligence. Y'all, guess what? It's killing us.
Sure it is.
Hey, at the sheriff's office, we had AI take another officer's voice and use it. At the sheriff's office, y'all.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? We're combating this. The sheriff and the chief and I, we're combating this. Those 140 recipients, we're now collecting information on how to avoid phone scams, how to avoid AI, how to avoid this. We're putting all this information in a bag and giving it to the recipient. Okay? Call around first. Call around. Call other family members. Call relatives. You got to do that now to beat AI. You got to do it. Did y'all learn something? It was all the drone thing I'm not aware of, but I'm working with the sheriff's office slowly on that. Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yes.
We'll get into that. They're out there. Drones, people. So just pray, y'all. Just pray. Yeah, and pray for my fellow officers. Yeah. You know, hey, there's 10% of everything. 10% of bad people, 10% of doctors, lawyers, officers.
Okay.
Okay. Pray for them too. Okay.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Thank you very much.